in all of this, the idea of the word abide has something to do with connection, not resting or sleeping or restoring yourself in that way, but it's about being connected to God. It's more than a call to be quiet and go pray in the corner. It's a call to be in union with God. And so now we're going to bring that graphic up again. And we're going to take a look at this fruit and work versus abide and rest. And we're going to declare that abide is not supposed to be with rest. Where does abide go then? I want to go back to that triangle. And I think that the triangle, we're saying we want to abide in God, be connected to God. All of life, all for Jesus. Worshiping God is supposed to be about everything we do. And now I want to bring the two shapes together. And when we stop and think about it, all of a sudden, we see that fruit is the idea of working, going out, serving and loving on others. The rest is about how we grow together as a family of faith. We spend time in, and where we have the pendulum drawn right now suggests that we're somehow in control of that. We're supposed to be abiding in Jesus, which means, next slide, let's throw the dot up there. We're supposed to be connected to Jesus in this way. And now let's animate that one. If we hold on to Jesus in every aspect of our lives, then we will find ourselves swinging back and forth between serving people around us and then also spending time with our families, with ourselves alone with God. And this is what it means to be connected to God the entire time. So I started off by talking about where there's a will, there's an A. I don't want you to walk away feeling like a motivated idiot. But here's the problem. There is no secret formula. There is no 3 steps for forcing Jesus to show up in your life. You just have to decide to be aware that he's already there. You don't try to become a disciple. This is something that we all get stuck with. Like, okay, what 6 things do I need to do repeatedly to be defined as a disciple? Guess what? You just get to decide, am I or am I not going to be a disciple of Christ? And once you decide, then you just do what disciples do. You study scripture in the morning. You spend time with prayer. You spend time sharing. You just do what disciples do, but you become a disciple first. Disciple is not something that you fall into later. You just make a choice. But the problem for all of us is that we like to make excuses, don't we? Oh, I got things going on. I don't know what the steps are, so since I don't know the steps, I guess I'll just wait until maybe somebody tells me, and I'll just keep doing and living life the way I like to live it. But if we focus on what Jesus does and the example that Jesus gives us, Jesus didn't do anything to become the Son of God. He just is the Son of God. And we don't have to do anything to become children of God. We just need to recognize that he created us. We are children of God. We just are. And whether you like it or not, we were created in his image from the very beginning. There's no trick. The promise of the Bible from the beginning is that we have always been made in his image. We just get to decide, are we going to recognize that or not? So, predictable patterns, holy habits, all of these are things that we can do throughout our days that will help remind us of the truth of who we are, that we remain in the presence of God. And here's the thing. There's nothing magical that brings Jesus into our lives. He's already there. He always has been. That's the point. The magical moment is when we realize that truth.